One of the most dreaded interview questions is tell me about yourself or please introduce yourself. But I'm going to help you structure that question today. Hi, my friends. My name is Meher and I am going to help you as your interview coach and mentor today to come up with a script for your answer to the interview question, that is, tell me about yourself. This is usually one of the first questions that an interviewer asks you in a job interview. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. So I'm going to cover the following things today. Firstly, what exactly is the interviewer trying to know by asking you this question? Why are they asking you this question? Second is, what is the structure that you need to follow to answer this question? Third, I'm going to give you a few examples of how you can structure your answer. And fourth, some do's and don'ts to keep in mind as you're preparing well to answer this question. So firstly, why does the interviewer ask you, tell me about yourself or please introduce yourself? I have personally conducted hundreds of interviews and I always ask people this question, and that is because I want to know two things. First and foremost is I want to get to know their communication style, how confident they are. Are they going to be a right fit for my organization? What kind of experience are they bringing to the table? So the interviewer is just wanting to get to know the interviewee a little bit better. You have to remember that at this stage, they have already looked at your CV. They already know about all the things that you've done in your career and they liked it. And that's why they've called you for a conversation. An interview is nothing but a conversation. But what is it that you're saying in those first few minutes is going to be a make or break? And that's why they ask you this question. So firstly, they're testing your communication style, your confidence, and assessing whether you are a right fit to have the rest of this conversation. So it's very important that you come across as somebody who has all the skills that they're looking for, and also coming across as somebody who's confident, sure of themselves, and is the right fit. The second reason why they ask you is because they want to start on a friendly note. It's a little bit of a casual question, right? It's not hardcore technical. It's not that they're putting you in a crisis situation immediately the first thing that you come into the interview. So they want to start the conversation on a good note, get to know you on a friendly, chatty manner. You know what they say, you only get one chance to make a strong first impression. And this is your chance of making a strong first impression with the interviewer, with the recruiter, with the hiring manager. So what you say in those first few minutes will make a lot of difference. You have to show your passion, you have to show your motivation, you have to show your enthusiasm as to why is it that they should keep talking to you for the next 30 to 40 minutes. Now let's talk about how you can structure this answer. How will you introduce yourself? How will you tell somebody about yourself? It's like an elevator pitch. I would say make sure your answer is not more than 30 to 45 seconds long. You do not need to re-narrate your entire CV. You do not need to talk about every little thing that's happened in your life. You have to stick to the point. So I would say you break it down into three parts. The first is your past. Talk very, very briefly about your past. So you can say something like, hi, I'm Meher. I'm a qualified chartered accountant as well as an MBA. I have 3 years of experience in finance and I recently pivoted into the field of strategy. That's it. That's all that we need to talk about the past. Now, after the past, we come on to the present. What is it that you're doing right now? Here, you can talk about something that really grabs their attention. So it could be your achievements, your accomplishments, something that you did differently, but making sure you stick to the relevant job, the relevant skills that you're interviewing for. So if I had to talk about the present, I would say over the last 3 years, I have worked in teams of 2 to 15 people on projects ranging from telecom to oil and gas. And what I really love about consulting is that I really get to understand what are the problems that organizations are facing, and I like to provide solutions to it. In fact, because I have worked at so many varied projects, I love a fast-paced and dynamic work environment. You can even add some metrics here into the present. So you can say that I helped my company increase revenue. I was able to get more customers by 100 times. I was able to be a part of a small organization but play a bigger role in increasing the impact by 200%. Whatever it is, you can talk about your accomplishments, your skills in the present section. Then comes the third part, which is the future. So first we talk about the past, we build a story, then we come on to the present, what are we doing now? And then we bring on the future, which is what is it that we are looking to do in the future? What are our career goals? Why are we interviewing with this organization? And that's where you can talk about your long-term career goals and what really excites you about being a part of this organization in particular. And that's where you have to do a lot of research about the company and what they stand for, their values, their mission, what are the projects they have, and you can align that and merge that into your introduction. So here I would say something like, I am now looking for a role in the telecom industry because over the last 3 years, the most passion that I've had is for telecom clients. I understand that this industry is rapidly changing and your organization is at the forefront of it. And that's what got me really excited to be a part of your organization. I can see that you're looking for somebody who is a team player and can work on Python. And I have all that experience with me that I will bring to the table at your organization. So you see here I've introduced myself. I've given a brief history, a brief summary of what all I've achieved, what all I've done, but I've tied it back to the organization and what they are looking for. And now let's talk about some do's and don'ts. First and foremost, please be very concise. Think about it as a time limit that you have for 30 seconds to 45 seconds of you having to pitch yourself. You do not have all the time in the world. People do not need to know your biodata and your entire history. Keep it very specific to the job that you're applying for and align it with the job requirements. Make sure you're giving examples and showing your achievements and your skills in the answer as you talk about the present and the past. Do make sure that you're showing your enthusiasm, excitement to join their organization as you talk about the future. Throughout this answer, please be very positive, be very confident, and make sure you're practicing this answer again and again, because this is going to be one of those questions that almost every interviewer will ask you in some form or the other. And some don'ts that you need to avoid: please do not re-narrate your entire CV. They do not have time to go through your entire resume. They want a quick and short introduction. So keep it to the point. Make sure that you're only highlighting the relevant things in this answer. Don't ramble on. Stay focused, stay to the point, stay brief. Do not share too much personal information, irrelevant information. You do not need to share that with them. Only things that will add value to the rest of the conversation will be important. Don't say anything negative in this case because you're just introducing yourself. So saying things like, oh, I had a gap on my CV, but I'm still here, or saying something like that, my boss was such a pain. These kind of things are not going to add any positive impact in your answer. So don't have anything negative to say in your introduction, in fact, throughout your interview. And lastly, please practice this answer very well. Do not memorize it. If you memorize it too much, you will sound robotic, and you don't want to sound robotic. You want to sound genuine and very human. So as you're practicing for the interview, make sure you do like a mock interview with a mentor or a friend who can hear you introduce yourself very well. So now I'm going to give you a sample answer if you are a recent graduate and you have no work experience at all. You can say something like, hi, my name is Anna. I have recently graduated from Delhi University with a bachelor's in art focusing on journalism. During my college, I wrote for the university blog, and I even ran my own website where I shared things that were happening around the city. I've done 2 internships during my college life where I was involved in the communications plan for the product launch of those organizations. While doing my internships, I realized that I have a passion for content and digital marketing, and that's why I decided to take my career in this direction. I have recently finished Google's digital marketing course, and in the meantime, I saw an opening at your organization in the digital marketing team, combining not just my love for writing, but also marketing. I'm a big user of your company's website and products, and I jumped at the chance of applying for this position as soon as I saw it. Over the next few years, I see myself really diving deep into the creative process while learning the different aspects of marketing. And that's why I believe with my passion, enthusiasm, and love for the written word, I would be able to add a lot of value to your organization. Literally, it's that simple. Past, present, future, tying back your enthusiasm, your passion to the company and what they're looking for. If you answer this one question well, it will give you a good boost of confidence right at the start of your interview. So make sure you're practicing this answer well in advance and multiple times till you get very fluent at it. I hope this was useful for you, my friends. If you want to see more interview-related YouTube videos, let me know in the comments below. I'll be back soon with another one, but until then, keep dreaming big and working hard towards your goals. I hope to see you soon. Bye!